Hello friends, welcome to IS Point. Today is July 5th and we are going to analyze the articles of the Hindu. So coming to the first article, intermission. This article is about the taxation system with respect to the cinema halls of Tamil Nadu. And this article can be used in writing your shortcomings of GST. So coming to the article, this article says that the progressive taxation system can be said at times be debilitating. See, progressive taxation system means the tax rate increases with increase in the income of the people. So I can give you an example here. For instance, if a person is earning rupees 10,000 per month, sorry, if a person is earning rupees 10,000, he can be taxed 10 percentage. If a person is earning 50,000, he can be taxed 20 percentage. And if the person is earning 1 lakh rupee, he can be taxed 30 percentage. So as you can see here, as the income rates increases, the tax rate increases. So that is what is called as progressive. So it is something which yields benefit for many at the expense of few, because there'll be very few who will be paying 30 percentage taxation, and the benefits will be reached out to all the people. So that is what is called progressive. It tries to ensure equality. So this article tries to say that this progressive taxation system can certain at times be debilitating in the sense it can weaken the tax collection rate or it can reduce the tax collection rate. So this article tries to say that the higher tax can be counterproductive, might restrict the growth of a particular sector, and it may also lead to lower revenues for the government. So while saying all this, this article tries to bring in the scenario which is present in Tamil Nadu. See, what is happening in Tamil Nadu is all the multiplexes and the cinema hall have gone in for strike. It is because there is a price cap of rupees 120 on the movie tickets. That is, the cinema halls cannot collect more than rupees 120 for a ticket in cinema. So that is one sector. Plus the recently passed GST of 28 percentage and the corporation tax which is collected, sorry, it is not the corporation tax, the entertainment tax which is collected by the locals, which happens to be the 30 percentage. So this leaves no room for the cinema hall to make the profit. So this is a worrying scenario for the filmmakers. So this article tries to say that the price cap should be avoided and the entertainment tax which is 30 percentage should be reduced, because see, one cannot alter the GST, because GST being a pan India tax cannot be altered with respect to one state. So the state government has to avoid the ticket cap plus the entertainment tax which the local bodies collects in the form of 30 percentage. So that has to be reduced. So while saying all this article says that the state should forego certain revenues in order to boost a sector. And this article tries to say that the progressive can be debilitating in a price control mechanism, which is the case in the Tamil Nadu. So that's it from this article, guys. So coming to the next article, open to capital. This article is not very much important with respect to UPSC point of view. So I'll just give a glimpse of this article, what this article tries to say. See, this is about the China's decision to open up itself in the bond market. That is, now the foreign investors can invest in Chinese bond market, which is a positive step to globalize the bond market in China, where the qualified investors will be able to buy the bonds in China, where the qualified investors means the central bank, the sovereign wealth bank, and the major financial institutions, according to the People Bank of China, where they will suggest that these are the qualified investors who can invest in the bond market in China. So while saying all this, the article tries to say that China has fought in a step to globalize its capital market, while it has certain advantages which would bring in more investment and bring in stability in the financial market, plus giving in all the advantages as a fact. It says that this decision was one of the important decisions which was taken due to the financial stock market crash in the year 2015. So this Chinese decision was taken in order to avoid such sort of scenario in the future. So that's it from this article, guys. We'll move on to the next article. So coming to the next article, the terrorism you overlook. See, this article is all about the internal violence which is present in India. So coming to the article now, this article tries to say that the famous work of Mr. Dadabhai Nehruji, the poverty and un-British rule in India, bought an accusation in the form of economic imperialism, and also gave an clarity that the British Empire was not an important factor to ensure fair governance in India. So while trying the work of Mr. Dadabhai Nehruji, this article tries to correlate the present internal violence with the British imperialism, and it criticized the government on the death of two citizens where the state has involved indirectly according to the article, and makes us to review in our own democracy. So this article tries to say that India and US have come together on terrorism. Both have the same ideologies with respect to the external terrorism, and there is a great threat which is present to India in the form of external terrorism. And India has also been doing good to protect our state from the external terrorism, the and it tries to brings in a few examples, that is the 2611 attacks in the form of external terrorism, and also tries to say that uh, much more importance was given to external terrorism, and there is a need to bring in more importance to the internal violence which is present. So the internal violence is also been termed as a terrorism by the author. So this article tries to say that the internal terrorism have been rising for the past 2 years, and especially in the North India, which is against especially against Dalit and Muslims. This article tries to say that the violence which is present in North India is wholly associated with cow or the cow vigilantism. And this article also tries to bring in a movement that is not in my name movement, which happens to be an viral movement against the killing on Muslims and Dalit and the government silence to this issue of cow vigilantism. So while saying all this, the government, this article says that there should be greater response for the government to curb this violence, but the government action to this have been very few and minimal. And this article also tries to say that law and order happens to be a state subject, and the state should bring in force to curb this violence, which the state government did not did. So while saying all this as a form of internal violence, this article says that as a result, the government mechanism should be brought in to curb the violence. So that's it from this article, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and please do review my video and subscribe my channel. And guys, I didn't upload the video of July 4th, the Hindu editorial analysis, which I'll be updating very quickly. I didn't upload because of some technical issues. So the issues has been resolved now, and I'll be uploading the video. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching.